Right, welcome back to another on-base baseball video. My name is Brian Hafferkamp, and I'm the creator and designer of On-Base Baseball. In this game, we're going to be introducing something a little bit different. This is a new game engine that I've been working on. This is a thought that I had in my head to base a dice game off of the most famous dice game, Yahtzee. So um, this doesn't really have a name. You can see that I'm calling it Yaya Baseball. Maybe that's it, maybe not. I certainly can't use the name Yahtzee because that would be a copyright infringement of the highest degree. It's one of the most popular games in the history of games in the world. But you can see here I have a little online Yahtzee roller, and you can certainly do this with regular dice. And I'm not going to do a ton of explaining, but for a three of a kind, if it's a three of a kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, it's a single. If it's sixes, it's a walk. Four of a kind is a double. Full house is a double. A small straight is going to be a strikeout. A large straight is a home run. And then a Yahtzee is going to be a triple. Again, I'm only rolling one roll. I'm not continuing like a normal Yahtzee roll, although I think it would be kind of cool to do that, but the problem is the percentages don't work out. Not for baseball. They work out just fine for Yahtzee, but not for baseball because you get up to, it becomes too easy and the hits go crazy. I've already tried that. If you don't get one of these sort of automatic hit type of rolls on the first roll, then it sort of goes to the chance, kind of like we would do in Yahtzee with the chance. So then you would just sort of add the dice together. So a 0 to a 10 is an error, really. That's only going to come out like a 9 or something. 11 to 15 is a flyout. 16 to 20 is a ground out. 21 to 25 is going to be a strikeout. And then a 26 or 26, 27, or 28 is going to be hit by pitch, which I think really I've only hit 26 or 27 on that before. So maybe someone who's an expert Yahtzee player could tell me what the actual numbers are, but some numbers you can get to and some numbers you can't. So I just put the ranges. All right, we're going to be playing a game against the 1993 Giants at the Dodgers. This is the actual last game of the regular season. The Dodgers beat the Giants 12-1. And let me go through the Giants starting lineup. It's going to be Darren Lewis in center, Robbie Thompson at second, Will Clark at first, Matt Williams at third, Barry Bonds in left, Dave Martinez in right, Royce Clayton at shortstop batting seventh, Kurt Manwaring is catching, and Solomon Torres is the pitcher. For the home Dodgers at Chavez Rabin, it's going to be Brett Butler in center, Jose Offerman at short, Dave Hanson at third, Mike Piazza hitting fourth at catcher, Eric Karros at first, Henry Rodriguez in left, Corey Snyder siding in right field, Jody Reed at second, and then Kevin Gross, the right-hander, going for the Dodgers as a pitcher. Now in this game, super basic. I don't have any of this tied to people's abilities. So everybody, the pitcher is going to have the same opportunity that Barry Bonds does at this point. I posted a few results, and the results seem encouraging at this point. But again, there's no modifiers or no pitching, no anything. Just sort of the base game, just kind of fun way to roll out a game. So let's get into it. It's going to be top of the first inning. Darren Lewis to the plate. And there's no particular play here. So this will be 5, 7, 8, 9, 15 is going to be a flyout. And that'll be out number 1. Here we have almost a full house, but not quite. So it's going to be 8, 14, 17, 23. And in this game, you're really going to have your mental powers of addition challenged to do it quickly. 2, 4, 5, 6, so no small straight. That's going to be 10, 19, 21, and another strikeout. So down go the Giants in the first, 3 up, 3 down, as Kevin Gross sets them down. For some of you who like lower scoring ball games, this might actually be a good game for you. Most of the games I've had are pretty low scoring. Nothing here, so it's going to be 5, 10, 13. That's going to be a fly ball. And out number 1, Jose Offerman up now. 4, 5, 6, 12, 14, 19, 23 is going to be a strikeout. So second out of the inning, and up steps Dave Hanson, the first baseman. Nothing here, so it's going to be 3, 8, 9, 13, and that's going to be a fly out as well. So 3 up, 3 down, go the Dodgers in the first, and we go to the second. No runs yet in the game. Okay, so now we have a full house. So 3 6s, 2 4s, and a full house is going to be a double. So that's a 2-bagger for Matt Williams. So he stands at second base with nobody out, and Barry Bonds at the plate. So there's 3 2s. So that's going to be a single for Bonds. And the Giants have something cooking with runners at first and third. Now here's a 4 of a kind. That's going to go to a double, and that's going to be a double for Dave Martinez. So 3 straight hits for the Giants, and that's going to be an RBI double as he drives in Matt Williams for the first run of the game. And that'll send Barry Bonds to third base. So runners are second and third with nobody out, and a dicey situation for Kevin Gross. Almost another double here, but not quite. So there's 5, 10, 19, 22. That's going to be a big strikeout. Obviously, you could walk Kurt Manwaring. It doesn't really matter here because the pitcher has the same ability to hit as anybody else. 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be 3, 6, 9, 14. That's going to be a fly ball for out number 2. And Gross is almost out of the inning. Let's see if he can get all the way out. 3, 4, 5, and looks like he might. So 4, 5, 10, 14, and that's a fly ball to end the inning. If I mess up on my math, please don't scorch me in the comments. I'm trying to do this pretty quickly. So that's 1 run on 3 hits, and the Giants take a 1-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the second inning. 2, 3, 4, nothing there. So 10, 13, and 6 is 19. That's going to be a ground out for out number 1. Sorry, the shadow's in the way there. 2, 3, 4, almost again. So 10, 12, 15, and 21 is going to be a strikeout. So that's out number 2. That was Eric Karros. And Henry Rodriguez, the left fielder, stands in. Nothing going here either. So 2, 3, 4, 8, 13. That's going to be a fly ball, and that ends the inning. So 3 up, 3 down, go the Giants in the second. And 1-0 is our score. Giants over the Dodgers in the third. Maybe I said the Giants in the bottom of the second. That was not right. Okay, so it's going to be back to the top of the order. Darren Lewis, Robbie Thompson, and Will Clark. 2, 3, 4. Not a small straight here, but almost. So 10, 15, 17 is going to be a ground out for Darren Lewis. That's out number 1 in the inning. It's going to be Robbie Thompson to the plate, the second baseman for the Giants. And that's going to be a 3 of a kind with the 4s, so that's a base knock for Thompson as he gets on in front of Will Clark. Clark struck out his last at bat. Almost a full house there, but not quite. So 10, 18, 20 is going to be a ground out. I recognize that that should be a force play or something, but like I said, I haven't built out the fullness of the engine yet, just sort of getting my feel for the game. And maybe you all will have some suggestions on how to make those things happen too. Nothing going here. So that's going to be 12, 17, 20, 21. That's a strikeout to end the inning as Matt Williams strikes out. And that's going to be no runs on 1 hit. for the Giants. And we go to the bottom of the third inning. Giants still lead the Dodgers 1-0. And it will be Corey Snyder, Jody Reed, and the pitcher Kevin Gross. So 1, 2, 3, nothing there. 10, 11, 14, 16 is going to be a fly ball. So that's out number 1. Jody Reed to the plate. He's playing second base. 3, 4, 5, nothing there. So 5, 10, 17, 18 is a ground ball for the second out of the inning, and the pitcher spot up now. Well, 1, 2, 3, not quite a small straight, so it's going to be 5, 10, 11, 17, and another ground ball to end the inning. Sorry about that. Hopefully I can get a better camera set up at some point. So no runs on no hits, and it's going to be going to the top of the fourth inning. The Giants have Bonds, Dave Martinez, and Royce Clayton, the shortstop, coming up. It's Barry Bonds with his second hit of the day, another single. He stands at first base for Dave Martinez. Nothing going for Martinez. That's going to be 5, 10, 16. That's going to be a ground ball out. And Royce Clayton stands in, 1 out with Barry Bonds at first base. Almost a full house, but not quite. So 10, 14, 20 is going to be another ground ball out. And we head to Kurt Merwaring's spot. He's playing, he's catching in this game. 2, 3. So nothing going here. So that's 10 plus 9 is 19, and 3 ground balls in the inning for Kevin Gross as he gets the last 3 batters after giving up the hit to Bonds. And we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Giants are up 1-0 over the Dodgers. Dodgers go back to the top of the order. Brett Butler, Jose Offerman, and Dave Hanson. 2, 3, 4, almost. So 12, 15, plus 6 is 21, and that's a strikeout. So Butler strikes out for the first out of the inning. 10, 12, 15 is going to be a fly ball, and that's out number 2. And you can see I'm just referencing over here when I add them together. 1, 2, so 8, 10, 15, 16 is going to be a ground ball. That's from Dave Hanson, and that will be the third out of the inning. So Solomon Torres goes 1, 2, 3 against the Dodgers in the bottom of the fourth. Still 1-0 Giants as we head to the top of the fifth inning. And Torres has a no-hitter so far through 4. 4, 5, 6, nothing going there. So 5, 10, 22 is going to be a strikeout of the pitcher Torres. And that'll be out number 1. 4, 5, 6, still nothing going. So that's going to be 10, 14, 19. And that's a ground ball out for out number 1. 10, 15, 17 is going to be another ground ball out. I'm sorry, that's going to be 2 and 3. So that's the third out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Giants in the top of the fifth. So a good pitching matchup here so far. Here's a base knock. That's going to be the first hit of the game for the Dodgers, and that's going to be Mike Piazza as he hits a solid single up the middle. And that's going to be followed by a 4 of a kind, which is a double. So Eric Karros follows up Piazza's single with a double. That puts runners at second and third with nobody out. And all of a sudden, Torres, who was cruising, is in a little bit of trouble here. And that's going to be 3 6s. 3 6s is here. And you can see that's going to be a walk. So that loads the bases. So bases loaded, nobody out. Corey Snyder to the plate, right-handed batter of Cleveland Indian fame. And 2, 3, 4, not quite a small straight. So let's see what we got. So that's 10, 15, 17 is going to be a ground out. Nobody scores, nobody moves. It's not possible in baseball, but got to figure those things out. 3, 4, 6. Okay, so 10, 23 is going to be a strikeout. And Kevin Gross to the plate now. This is the pitcher spot. And Torres is one pitch away from getting out of this. So 3, 4, 5, and he does. Let's see, 6, 10, 18, and that's going to be a ground out. So the pitcher grounds out, and that's going to be third out of the inning. So no runs on 2 hits, and the Giants, or the Dodgers, threaten there with their first 2 hits of the game, but can't bring anybody home, and so we go to the top of the 6th inning. It's going to be Will Clark, Matt Williams, and Barry Bonds. So heart of the Giants order up. 1, 2, 3, 5 is not anything, so it's going to be 10, 14, 16. That's a ground out for Will Clark. And we head to Maddie Williams. Matt Williams, a double and a strikeout so far in this game. That is a single. You can see the 3 5s there. Hopefully you can see them. I don't know if they're big enough for you to see them or not. And Barry Bonds up with the runner on and 1 out. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be a small straight. Small straight is going to be a strikeout. So Bonds strikes out. Second out of the inning. 1, 2, 3, 4 is another small straight. So another strikeout, and that will end the inning. So Gross gets a runner on, and Giants can't get him around. They're still up 1-0 though as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Solomon Torres against the top of the order: Brett Butler, Jose Offerman, and Dave Hanson. Dave Hanson hitting third. I don't remember Dave Hanson being a third place type of hitter. Maybe he was. Alright, so we got quite a large number here. So it's going to be 10, 15, plus 6 is a 21. That's going to be a strikeout. So Butler strikes out for the 2nd time in a row. Brings up Jose Offerman. He's over 2. And it's going to be over 3, it looks like. So 11, 12, 13, 16 is going to be a grounder. And that should be 1. And that should be 2. Second out of the inning. And Dave Hanson up now. And Hanson proves me wrong. He strokes a solid single. And with a runner on base and 2 outs, that'll bring up Mike Piazza to the plate. Piazza singled in his last at bat. He doubles here with the full house. So a 2-out double by Piazza puts runners at 2nd and 3rd. Dodgers threatening again, and they just can't get it. That's the number right there. Needed another 2 or a 6 for a full house and didn't get it from Eric Karros. So instead it's going to be a 20. A 20 is a ground out, and Karros grounds out to end the threat as the Giants get out of that one unscathed, as it's no runs on 2 hits in the bottom of the 6th. Go to the top of the 7th inning, still 1-0. The Giants are hanging on to that 1-0 lead. They had an RBI double by Dave Martinez back in the 2nd inning, the only scoring of the game so far. This is going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, so it's going to be a small straight and a strikeout for Royce Clayton. And there's a single, solid single from Kurt Manwaring through the left side hole. Solomon Torres to bat, and nothing doing there, so it's going to be 5, 10, 16, 20. 20 is going to be a ground out. That's going to be out number 2. And we go back to the top of the order. It's Darren Lewis, the center fielder. And Lewis, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's going to be a strikeout as well. So Lewis goes down with the K. And that's going to be the end of the 7th inning. And we have no runs on 1 hit. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. Dodgers still trailing 1-0. They've got Henry Rodriguez, Corey Snyder, and Jody Reed up to the plates. Nothing doing here, so it's going to be 5, 10, 15. 15 is going to be a fly ball. That'll be out number 1. As Rodriguez flies out. Corey Snyder up to the plates, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh. Corey Snyder time as he ties the ball game with a solo bomb. So this is a large straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and with the large straight, that's going to be a home run. So Corey Snyder goes bombs. Yeah, as Ronnie Gant might say on the Braves broadcast, and brings up Jody Reed. So the game tied at 1 now with the big blast in the bottom of the 7th inning. There's a 10, 14, 20. 20 is going to be a ground out for out number 2. And Kevin Gross for the pitcher spot, however you want to see it, up to the plate. 3, 4, nothing there. So 10, 14, 17 is going to be another ground out. And that'll be out number 3. All right, let me just move that. I got my stuff in the way here. Okay. You can't see it anyway because of the big shadow. Here is the Dodgers get 1 run on the 1 hit. The solo bomb from Corey Snyder ties it up at 1, and we go to the top of the 8th inning. Good ball game here as the Giants and Dodgers are tied. Almost a full house here, but not quite. So 10, 12, 16 is going to be a grounder for an out, and brings up Will Clark to the plate. Will Clark with a big number, but not big enough. Just misses the full house as well. So it's going to be 10, 26, and 26 is going to be hit by a pitch, though. So Clark does get on as a hit batsman. And runner at first base, 1 out for Matt Williams. 3, 4, 5, nothing doing there. So 5, 9 plus 8 is 17. That's going to be a grounder for an out. So out number 2. And 1, 2, oh, we got a single. So that's a single from Bonds. That's his 3rd hit of the day. He's now 3 for 4 on the day. Can't seem to get him home, though, but that's going to send the runner on first to second. So runners at first and second with 2 down. And Dave Martinez, does he have a big hit in him? And he does have a hit. Big enough. So that's going to be a single. And that moves everybody up 1 base. And let's see, Royce Clayton, next man up. Clayton with the huge double. You can see the full house there. And that's going to be a double by Royce Clayton. And that's going to score 2 runs as the Giants take a 3-1 lead on the Royce Clayton double in the 8th inning. 2-run double from the shortstop brings up Kurt Manwaring. Still a lot of threat here with runners at second and third. And 3, 4, 6, nothing there. And that's going to be a 10 plus an 8 is an 18, and that'll be a ground ball. And so with 2 outs, the Giants rally and get 2 runs on 1, 2, 3 hits. And we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's going to be 3-1 Giants. This is the 1993 Giants at the 93 Dodgers. So Giants over the Dodgers. Back to the top of the order, though, for the Dodgers. It's going to be Butler, Offerman, and Dave Hanson. Butler is 0 for 3 on the day, and he breaks out of that with a no-out double, leadoff double in the inning. So Butler at second base. Talented center fielder. Jose Offerman, young shortstop back then, I believe. And it's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, and nope, not a 3. That's going to be 3 of a kind, though. That's going to be a knock. So runners now at first and third with nobody out. So the Giants threatening here with Dave Hanson coming up to the plate. Hanson, a single on his last at bat. No such luck here. It's got a 10, 17. 17 is going to be a ground out, and so it'll be out number 1. 4, 5, 6. Nothing going there. So 10, 22 is going to be a strikeout, and that'll be out number 2. That's Piazza striking out with runners at first and third, and then brings up Eric Karros. Let's see if he's got a big hit in him. Almost. You got the 3 threes, and just needed another 6 there for a big hit, but didn't get it. So we got 3, 6, 9, 14, 20. 20 is going to be a ground out, and that'll be out number 3 in the inning. So no runs on 2 hits for the Dodgers. And we head to the top of the 9th inning, and it's going to be the Giants up 3-1. See if they can add on here. That's a solid single there from the pitcher spot. Yeah, 1 on and no one out. And that's going to be 5, 10, 13. And 13 is going to be good enough for a fly ball. So it should be right here. Fly ball for the first out of the inning. That's from Darren Lewis. Robbie Thompson up now. Thompson, nothing doing. So 10, 15, 17 is going to be a ground out. That's out number 2. And Will Clark. Sweet swing of Will Clark from the left side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's a really sweet swing this time as he drives one up and out, dead center for a home run. And that's going to be a 2-run home run as the runner on first comes around to score. And that extends the Giant lead to 5-1 in the top of the 9th. 1, 2, 3, almost another one from Matt Williams, but not quite. So 5, 10, 11, 17 will be a ground ball. So with 2 outs, Will Clark strikes for 2. And the Giants get 2 runs on 2 hits in the top of the 9th inning. That gives them a nice and comfortable 5-1 lead over the Dodgers. And we'll see if they're able to hang on here in the bottom of the 9th inning. The Dodgers are going to have Rodriguez, Snyder, and Jody Reed come to the plate. And never a good idea to start it off with leadoff walk, but that's what's happened. So Rodriguez on with a walk. He has 2 walks on the day. Snyder homered in his last at bat. No such luck this time. So 3, 4, and nothing. 12, 13, 17, 20 is going to be a ground out for out number 1. 1, 2, nothing here. So 12, 12, 17, and a 20, another grounder for out number 2. And the Dodgers are down to their last out. Still nothing. So 11, 12, 13, 15 is going to be a fly ball, and that's going to end the inning as the ball gets deep to the track from the pinch hitting spot, the pitcher spot, but not over the wall. And so we go no runs on no hits for the Dodgers. And so we have a, 5-1 is our final. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 12 hits for the Giants, no errors. 2, 4, 5, 7 hits for the Dodgers. So 5-1 is our score. Final. The line score for the Giants, 5 runs on 12 hits, no errors. For the Dodgers, 1 run on 7 hits and no errors. Had a big home run here from Will Clark. He finally woke up. He had a hit by pitch and hit a home run. Maddie Williams, 2 for 5. Barry Bonds, the venerable one, 3 for 4 with 3 singles on the day. And those are the notables for the Giants. For the Dodgers, Piazza had a double and a single. And Corey Snyder with a solo home run, counted for the only run for the Dodgers. And not much else happening for the men in blue. All right, so Battle of the Bay, Battle of California. Not the Bay, but California. And the Giants-Dodgers rivalry ends with the Giants win 5-1. Again, this is a new baseball game I'm just rolling out. You can see super basic, super simple, and a lot of fun to play. You can actually, if I'm not talking so much, you can actually play in, 15 minutes or something like that. It's not so bad. Hopefully be adding a little bit more texture to the game, a little bit more depth to the game, and then I'll release that out. But it's a very familiar game engine for most people. Most people have played Yahtzee before, so you understand what's going on. And once you get down sort of the basics, it's not too hard to play. And provide some good results. Most of the games are relatively low scoring. You get some occasional big innings and stuff like that where the hits just sort of string together, but it's not very common. Again, you're just rolling one time and see if you can hit on some of these Yahtzee rolls. All right, that is the game. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down in the comment section below. If you have not, sorry about that. If you haven't subscribed, then please click the subscribe button, and hopefully we won't get any sort of catastrophic errors like that. I try to put out video content each week, so if you click on the bell notification, the bell icon, you'll get notified of new content as I put it out. That way you won't have to come back and be searching around or wondering, has Brian put out a new video yet for on-base baseball? It'll just tell you, so you won't even have to worry anymore. You can also follow us on the Facebook group. There's a Facebook group for on-base baseball, and there's also a Delphi forum specifically for on-base where you can post your games if you've been playing. And then on-base baseball is just, it's more than just that particular game. You know, we have quick play baseball, which is even faster playing than this, where you play one half inning at a time, one roll for one half inning. And there's also sort of a deeper game, On Base Advanced, which takes you sort of to a pitch by pitch level. And we have some smaller sets available for that. It's pretty labor intensive work for me to do those, but it uses the absolute latest StatCast data, pitch level data, and batted ball data in order to like really get you into a deeper part of the game without having to do too much gymnastics or charts and things like that. Everything comes right off the cards. So it's a really cool game if you want to try it out. It's not for the faint of heart. It's probably an hour and 15 minutes or so to get through a game once you get into it. But it's computer game level detail on the tabletop, which is not easy to come across in a game that's sort of easy to figure out and play. All right. Well, I think that's it. And thanks for watching, and I'll see